It's time for high school basketball of the Culpeper Media Network. Good evening, everybody. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal, set to bring you tonight's game between the Culpeper Blue Devil girls and the Eastern View High School girls. And Gary, we got a doubleheader tonight, second game to follow the boys from Eastern View and Culpeper. Have we got some entertainment for the fans?
Donnie, this is a place to be tonight. I mean, crosstown rivals, the girls, Eastern View undefeated. Culpeper has only lost 2 games. Eastern View has beaten Culpeper 8 consecutive times. This is a place to be.
Oh, this is exciting. Eastern View, as you said, comes in 11-0 on the season, coached, of course, by Mike McCombs. And they are loaded with talent. If they have one definite advantage, is that they are deeper than Culpeper.
Yeah, and they have who I think is one of the best players in the region, and she's only a sophomore, is Angie Ayanku. She's a dynamite player, and I'm expecting a lot out of her tonight. But look who Culpeper has.
A senior.
Culpeper has Fairfax and Robinson.
Yeah, Autumn Fairfax.
Yes.
And Amaya Robinson, and they are, that's a great ball club, but they don't have quite as much depth, and we'll see if that makes a difference tonight. Culpeper comes in 11 wins and 2 losses, but neither of these teams has lost in the district, so this is going to be a tough one.
This is going to be an awesome game tonight. I'm looking forward to it. I don't want to be anywhere else in Culpeper tonight but here.
And you are here, and we'll be back with the starting lineups and tonight's ball game in just a moment. You're watching Culpeper High School and Eastern View High School basketball of the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons. More than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
All right, we're a few moments away from the tap-off of tonight's ball game. Don't forget we have a second game coming up approximately 20 minutes after the first game. The Eastern View boys and the Culpeper boys will be squaring off in this inter-county rivalry, and we got 2 good ones tonight.
Tonight's starting 5 tonight for the Culpeper Blue Devils, Donnie, is getting ready to be announced. And Culpeper is coached by Corey Hutcherson. Starting tonight is number 11, Susie Ishmael. And like you said, Maylee Regan is back. She's starting.
And she brings some more height there with Autumn Fairfax, who's now introduced.
Yep, Autumn Fairfax. And the freshman, Amaya Robinson. And number 24, Kelly Hutcherson. Maya Robinson has been lighting up, Donnie. She's been playing well for a freshman.
Well, and Autumn Fairfax averaging over 20 points a ball game, so she's got the height. And Maylee Regan coming back makes a lot of difference because they need that extra height. And that's the one thing that Eastern View does not have a lot of. They have just a little bit of height down there, but they don't have the height that they have over the Culpeper side. But Eastern View has the depth.
All right, for Eastern View, coached by Mike McCombs. And the first one announced is number 2, Angie Hoyanku. Number 10, Layla Hackley. A senior, number 11, Shania Brown. A senior, number 15, Below Bowles. A new presence underneath the basket for Eastern View. And number 21, 23, Destiny Washington.
All right, we got a lot of talent and a lot of experience on this ball club. And we got a lot of experience on the Culpeper team too. Culpeper 11-2. Eastern View is 11-0. And Friday night, Culpeper had a tough game. Eastern View blew out Cortland. We did that ball game, and it was just no contest.
No contest at all. And Eastern View's average win per game this year, I think, Donnie, is 29. Culpeper is 24. So both these teams are coming into this matchup and just trying to feel each other out and seeing how they're going to be able to handle the pressure and the skill level of each team.
Autumn Fairfax will jump against Chloe Bowles. We are underway. Culpeper gets the opening tap. Double team. Fairfax down under to Reagan. Reagan puts it up in traffic and is fouled. Bailey Reagan at the line. This the first. This is one of those nights too where every free throw may be important down the lane. Reagan's second shot. Got that. Culpeper takes a 1-0 lead, and now Culpeper goes into a press. Lila Hackley across the timeline. Backs it out.
Interested to see how Layla plays tonight.
And a 5-second count.
Being a sophomore this year, had a good year last year as a freshman, and she always continues to work on her game. So I'm interested to see how she stands up to the pressure tonight playing against Culpeper.
They go inside. Fairfax is fouled, and she will go to the line. That height underneath is a big presence for Culpeper. Autumn Fairfax will get two. Culpeper leading 1-0. Missed that one.
Both Fairfax and Amari Robinson they're averaging over 20 points a game this year, Donnie. So expect a big game out of both of them tonight.
Fairfax 1 out of 2, and it's 2-0. Hackley breaks the press. Ishmael on her. Destiny Washington.
Eastern View in a man-to-man defense.
And we got a foul. And Ishmael is going to be called, I think, for the foul. Kelly Hutcherson called for the foul. Beg your pardon. Washington looking for help.
Eastern View in the man-to-man, playing tough defense.
Ishmael out on Hackley. And a tripping foul is going to be called, and Ishmael can't believe it. Nope, it wasn't called on Ishmael. It was called on Maya Robinson. Washington, jump shot from the corner, got it for 3. 3-2, Eastern View takes the lead. Down low. Fairfax again for 2. They're working that ball in. If they can do that all night long, it's going to be a long night for Eastern View, and we're going to whistle and travel. We'll turn the ball back over to Culpeper. at Culpeper's end of the basket. End of the floor, excuse me. 4-3, Culpeper up by 2. Hutcherson, baseline, stops, has it blocked by Chloe Bowles. The other way, Haranku, got it! Angie Haranku.
There she is, Donnie. Excellent player, Angie Haranku, as a sophomore.
Robinson outside.
It's like Eastern View's in a 2-3 zone, I believe.
And we're going to travel. Both these teams are playing torrid defense right off the bat.
And both of them, you can tell too. On the players look a little nervous right now until they get into the game some. But I can see there's a little nervousness going on.
Oh yeah, this is a big county game. Haranku shot up, no good. Rebound comes out. Washington got it 7-4 Eastern View. Maya Robinson running the show. Looking for help and a steal. Hackley pulls it out and waits for help. Shania Brown, no. Underneath, scramble, and Culpeper comes up. Fairfax missed it. Reagan had it and lost it, and Shania Brown comes up with it. Down the floor. And a steal. And Shania was there, didn't know what to do with it.
She had a layup. And didn't realize it.
Yep, she just.
That's where that nervousness comes in, Donnie.
Oh, yeah.
She was a little nervous on that.
She was thinking about going to the other end of the floor with it.
Exactly.
Destiny Washington in and out. Robinson for Culpeper. Driving off the glass, no, and a foul. Well, you were wondering why they weren't here. They're packing them in now, Gary Deal.
Yes,
we got a crowd on both sides.
And the players out there, I noticed Amari on that shot there. She was a little in fast motion. And I think the longer the game goes on, the more the players will slow down and start playing their game, and you'll see some good basketball.
Amaya Robinson's second shot coming in. She made the first, and she got the second a little bit too hard. 7-5. Eastern View by 2. Hackley driving. Hackley puts it in. She got by her defender very easily right there. Went right to the basket. Smallest kid on the floor. Robinson getting a 5-second count. Down the lane. Up. No good. Haranku. And she stepped on the edge of the line. 4:21 to go. First period, 9-6. Eastern View leading by 3.
Still a little bit unsettled. They still hadn't got into their regular game yet.
Oh, my goodness. That came from somewhere down around. Brandy banks it off. The bank is open. Down low, Chloe Bowles. And a steal. Ishmael gets it over to Robinson. Leads it ahead and almost a takeaway. Hutcherson, no. Scramble for the loose ball. Goes out of bounds. Touched last by Culpeper, I think.
I think tonight, whoever gets in control of their game and starts playing comfortable basketball and not stressing out and being in fast motion is going to settle into this game and play well. We'll see who that is tonight.
Brown put up a little bit of a wild shot there. Washington missed it. Culpeper, Hutcherson, Fairfax, and she is fouled.
Bowles brings a different presence this year for Eastern View. She wasn't playing last year, and She is a difference maker this year in the low post area for Eastern View, and I think her and Fairfax are going to go at it tonight.
Fairfax hits the first one. Second one coming. Score tied at 9. And she misses that 1 out of 2 for the second time. Hayanku on the drive has it swatted out of bounds by Fairfax.
Good no call there by the referees, Donnie. I like to see them let them play tonight.
Hackley outside, down the lane, stops, puts it up. Can't get the roll. Fairfax comes down with the ball. Brings it up herself, behind the back, down the lane. Oh.
Called carrying.
I think he missed that one.
Yeah, he could have called it, but this day and time, we usually let that go. Unfortunately.
Washington trying to back in. Bowles from outside. No good. Fairfax leads it ahead to Robinson. Takes a long 3 and cans it. 12-9. Culpeper by 3. 2:44 to go. First period. Man, have we got a ball game here. Washington cans it. Oh, man. All right, we have got timeout on the floor. With timeout, we will go back to the station and pause for 30 seconds on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
12-12 is our score. We'll mention our John Krawchuk is our cameraman tonight. Nicole Wooten back in the station is our producer, and both do a great job.
Yes, they do. Nicole, you're doing a great job back in the station. We thank you.
Well, I hope they're paying it. I think we need more. Thank you. 12-11. Culpeper by 1. Almost a foul there. Long shot from the corner. It's no good. It's 12-12. I don't know what they had on the scoreboard clock. They messed that up. Hayanku steps back. Underneath Bowles. And that's what I thought they were going to try to do earlier. They're going to try to have Bowles go in and try to get fouls on Fairfax, but Fairfax held her own there, came down the other end and got the bucket. 14-12, Culpeper by 2.
Fairfax is playing very aggressively, Donnie. I can see a big change, big improvement in her game, and she's going to be tough to deal with tonight, I believe.
Tinsley up, no good. Rebound comes down. Hutcherson sets up outside. Underneath. And a foul is going to be called. Well, I thought there was, I'm not sure what that was. I thought they were going to call a foul on Eastern View. Instead, Eastern View gets the ball. Chloe Bowles goes out for Eastern View. Zariah Brown comes in. 14-12, Culpeper by 2. Hayanku. Brown gets it up to Washington. 10-footer.
Washington's on fire, Donnie. She's got 10 points already.
14 all our score. Coming down on a minute to play first period. Hutcherson for 3. Oh, nothing but net. 17-14. What a ball game, ladies and gentlemen. On the drive, shot will not go, and touched last by Eastern View.
Eastern View and now in a 1-2-2 zone defense.
And we have, I guess, a foul called on somebody. Eastern View will have the basketball for the last 37 seconds of the first period. Tinsley brings it up. Kayanku. Up. Got it.
I think Angie Honker is going to have to step her game up and be able to do that quite a bit tonight, Donnie, in order for Eastern View to win this basketball game.
Down low. Hutcherson missed it. Kayanku, 3 seconds. She couldn't get the shot off, but it would have counted if she had. First quarter comes to an end with a score. The Culpeper Blue Devils 17, Eastern View 16. You're watching Blue Devil basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
Well, Gary Deal, we thought this was going to be a good one, and we were right.
Yes, we were, Donnie. And it's just we're not even halfway through this game yet, and there's a lot of scoring going on, a lot of good shots, a lot of fundamental basketball that's being played, and I'm enjoying watching it.
And a lot of excitement. Both sides packed. Eastern View with the basketball. Destiny Washington now running the show outside. Ayanku takes a long one. Couldn't get it to go. And Hutcherson clears. Bailey Reagan. And she walked. She was looking for help, and there was no help available on her side of the court. She had already crossed midcourt.
I think Hayanku needs to get about 20 shots tonight, Donnie, in order for Eastern View to win this basketball game. She's such a good shooter, and I think to create space for her, she needs to get the ball a lot between her and Destiny.
18-17, Eastern View on top. And a steal, Sanaya Brown. Hayanku driving, and Ishmael is called for the foul. No, I take that back. Amaya Robinson called for the foul.
Maya's got to be a little bit smarter there with one foul. Now she's got 2 fouls. She may have to go to the bench for a few minutes.
Way out front, Sanaya Brown. Hayanku takes it down low, puts it up. No good. Rebound. Brown. Zariah Brown. Now Sanaya. We got too many Browns here. Brown goes to the bucket, puts it up. She could not get the roll. Whistle and a foul. And Zariah Brown will go to the line. She'll shoot a pair.
Call that on Autumn Fairfax, so that's 1 on her. We'll keep tally of that, Donnie.
Brown missed the first one.
Autumn cannot get in foul trouble tonight.
And I think that's what Corey Hutcherson just told her. You got to watch it out there. Zariah's second shot is up, and it is no good. Rebound tapped around. Kiyanku. Hook shot, nope. Fairfax comes down with the ball, and we got a whistle. And the ball will belong to Eastern View. Must have been a travel. Washington turns, hooks it up, no good. Rebound, Fairfax. Taking it all the way, gets around Washington, and Washington will be called for the foul. And that's the thing that Autumn Fairfax could not do last year. She almost is a 6'2" guard.
Yep.
She can handle the ball, take it from one end to the other. She's got to make these free throws.
She puts a lot of pressure on the opposing team.
And she missed that. She's been 1 out of 2 each time down the floor with fouls.
I think she's only going to get better because when she dribbles the ball up the court now, she's got her head down, concentrating on her dribble. Once she learns how to keep that head up and look for her teammates as well, she is going to be a weapon.
Missed both the free throws. Tinsley couldn't get it to go. Rebound, Fairfax.
There she comes. See her head's down.
Driving. Missed it. Rebound. Fairfax. Reagan had it and lost it. Kicked it out. Zariah Brown. Zariah Brown. Missed it. Hutcherson. No. Hayanku can't get it to go.
Well, the reason she missed that, Donnie, is because was more concerned with trying to draw the foul than finishing the shot. Now, I know she's being taught that way, but sometimes you just got to go up and finish the shot versus trying to draw that contact.
All right, we got a timeout on the floor. 5:42 to go in the first half. And while we got time, we'll remind you of Able Heating and Air. That's our live sponsor tonight. And answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arbor Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book fair value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. Found in Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found in Son, 825-3530. And UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the Culpeper community, UVACreditUnion.org. Mia Tinsley brings it up. Looking for some help, gets it down. Zariah Brown gets an open shot, can't hit it. Yanku, nope. Tapped out of bounds. I think Autumn Fairfax touched that last, and yes, the officials agree. Yanku having trouble, gets it in down low, knocked around. Fairfax, 1-on-3. Will not go, and knocked out of bounds. I think touched last by Eastern View. And we got a whistle.
An and one for Autumn Fairfax.
1918. That's the year you were born, isn't it?
He's on KK Brown.
Fairfax. Just
Another foul
one.
shot. Yep.
She is not doing well. She missed the 2 previous that she got and that one. And those could come back to haunt her and the team. Ayanku driving on Hutcherson, backs away and gets an easy bucket. That is the way you do it.
That is the way you do it, Donnie. At this level, for a sophomore, that was one heck of a move.
Robinson is fouled. Tinsley's going to be charged. Team fouls. That's the 7th team foul on Eastern View. Culpeper has 5. So it's going to be 1-1 from here on out. And Amaya Robinson will be at the line. Can't get that free throw. That could be the difference in this ball game.
Yeah, they've missed at least 5, I would say.
Brown missed it. Underneath, tapped away, and Brown gets it outside. Yanku. Sanaya Brown gets it to KK. Sanaya turns and puts it up too hard.
Oh.
And up on the other side. I think that was Zariah Brown. I was blocked out.
Yes, it was.
22.
Hit the top of the backboard and went in the hole.
That's all it takes. And a travel is going to be called on Amelie Reagan. Layla Hackley coming back into the ball game.
Sanaya Brown's gone out. Take a breather, Donnie.
Tinsley across the timeline, driving, kicks it out. Zariah Brown, no. Hackley had it on, knocked away. Robinson, and she is fouled.
Robinson's playing a little bit out of control tonight so far. I think the nerves maybe and the anxiety is she's feeling that somewhat, and she needs to slow down just a little bit.
She's at the line. Got it. Second shot coming for Maya Robinson. Got it, and Culpeper is back to within 1, 22-21. And that's Nia Brown comes back into the ball game, and Mia Tinsley goes out. Backcourt pressure. Hackley. Ishmael on her, backs it away. Tries to get a pick. Brown is open. Sanaya Brown, no. KK back to Sanaya. Driving. And she walked. She double dribbled.
Yeah, I want to see that ball in Angie Hianco's hand just about every time down the floor, Donnie, if I'm Coach McCombs right now.
Reagan off the glass too hard, got it back, put it up, got it again. And heights down under between Reagan and Autumn Fairfax. And Culpeper is down back on top by 1.
Especially when Bowles is not in the game. You can tell a big difference when Bowles is not in the game and when she is in the game. Here she comes back in.
I mean, they control the backboards when she's not there.
Yep.
KK Brown goes out. Reagan, too hard off the glass. Fairfax follows and misses again, but she is fouled. got to finish. That's the hardest thing for kids at this level to figure out. And the good moves, all that stuff is just fluff. You got to put the ball in the basket.
You're exactly right, Donnie. And actually, Autumn has missed a lot of easy shots inside tonight by not finishing. So we'll see how that goes because she's not hitting her foul shots either.
She is having a terrible night from the free throw line. That's the last 4 she's missed. Vista again. That's Reagan off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Chloe Bowles.
There's Bowles.
Leads it out to Yanku.
Bowles is a big presence in there.
Loose ball. Bowles got it. Tie up. And the arrow pointing in the direction of Culpeper.
Yeah, I don't think Angie Hyunku is being aggressive enough right now. I think she's got to look for her shot a lot more. I think she's got to penetrate. And I think she's got to make some good fundamental moves and look for that step back jump shot of hers because it's pure when she gets going with it. And we just saw that a few minutes ago on that 10-foot shot down there under the basket.
These kids still on both sides still haven't settled down. They got adrenaline flowing like you wouldn't believe. 23-22, Culpeper by 1. Robinson, Ishmael, and you haven't heard much from Susie Ishmael tonight. Nice play there by Hutcherson. 25, biggest lead of the night for Culpeper, 3.
Yanku's got to look for her shot more. She's playing too much as far as teamwork is concerned. She's got to look for her shot.
And a steal. Hutcherson driving, couldn't get it. Chloe Bowles comes down with it, leads it out. 2 girls down the floor. It was a 1-on-3 for a while, but they couldn't get it. And now Yanku lets it go out of bounds. They had a good break going there, but they just couldn't get the ball out. 1 minute, 34 seconds to go in the first half, and what a half it has been. Reagan off the glass too hard. Rebound Bowles and a foul.
Yeah, I like to see the ball in Fairfax and Maya Robinson's hands a little bit more for Culpeper. They need to be the ones shooting the ball 65% of the time.
1:21 to go, first half. In it comes Lila Hackley. Starting to take that shot. Now Bowles kicks it underneath Sanaya Brown, too hard off the glass. Those tall girls in the middle there for Culpeper, they intimidate Eastern View, and Fairfax puts in 2 more, and now it's a 5-point lead, 27-22, under a minute.
Robinson's got to be careful with her getting a foul here. If I was McCombs, I think I'd take her out for those last 51 seconds. You don't want to see her getting in her 3rd foul. Surprised he's not taking her out right now.
Ayanku. In it goes to Bowles. Back to Ayanku. And got the roll. 20.
That's your man right there, Donnie. That's the one that's got to take control of this second half.
27-24, 35 seconds. And a steal. Sanaya Brown. Scramble for the loose ball, and Bailey Reagan comes up with it. Hutcherson. Underneath. Reagan missed it. Loose ball. And we got a foul that's going to be called on Ishmael is charged with a foul. And she will go to the bench. And Chloe Bowles will go to the line for Eastern View. 16 seconds left, first half. Bowles will get a 1-and-1. Missed it. Fairfax takes it all the way, backs, kicks it out. Robinson, 3.
Beautiful pass.
30-24, 5 seconds. Hackley. Oh, she came close. First half comes to an end with Culpeper leading Eastern View by a score of 30-24. We'll see you after the halftime break here on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
We are back. Donnie Johnson along with Gary Deal getting set for the second half of tonight's game with between Culpeper and Eastern View girls, 30-24. Culpeper's leading. Go down the statistics, if you will, Mr. Deal.
Well, for Eastern View tonight, Donnie, Angie Hyonku had 8 points in the first half, and she's going to have to step up her game and take over this second half in order for Eastern View, I believe, to hang in there. And Destiny Washington had 10. For Culpeper, Autumn Fairfax had 10. And Amaya Robinson kind of quietly had 12 points.
We're underway and trying to get it into a Yonku. Steal. Robinson on the drive. Got it. Nice little touch there by Amaya Robinson. And suddenly it is an 8-point lead.
Yeah, if I'm Eastern View, I'm going to be looking for Angie. She's going to have to really take control. They're playing tough defense on her.
Washington puts it in.
She's had a good game too, though, Donnie. She's made 80% of her shots tonight.
32-26. Amaya Robinson outside, directing traffic. Reagan down the lane, lost it. Ahead to a Yonku, driving, got the basket, and will go to the line.
Yep, and Angie is going to have to take over this game tonight in the second half, Donnie, for Eastern View.
32-28. Yonku makes it 32-29. 8 points a few moments ago was the biggest lead for either team tonight. Robinson to Ishmael in the corner. Reagan down under Fairfax, kicks it out. Ishmael does not get it. Hayanku.
Good rebound by Hayanku there.
Takes it down the lane all the way and swatted away by Autumn Fairfax.
Good drive, though. That was a good drive. That was a good block by Autumn.
And it's good strategy, too, to take that ball right into Fairfax and try to get her in trouble.
Exactly.
Washington couldn't get that to go, and we got a foul call. I think it's going to be called on Washington, kind of a frustration foul. First team foul on either team for the second half. Robinson comes flying down the floor and takes a three. Short. Hutcherson. Off balance shot. Follow up. Good by Autumn Fairfax. That was a nice little desperation fadeaway there. Ayanku outside. Melee Reagan on her. Down low. Washington. Over Hutcherson, nope. Chloe Bowles can't get it to fall. And now Reagan. And she traveled. She had no place to go. She would have been much better off. Hold that up, wait for a guard.
Yeah, a little out of control.
Hackley. Five-point lead for Eastern View, or rather for Culpeper. Bowles, Sanaya Brown, and then she is fouled underneath.
Well, that's 3 on Amaya. She's got to be a little smarter than that. Possession is not as important as withholding fouls on her, so she's got to understand that.
They need her scoring from the
Yes.
outside.
They do.
Sanaya Brown missed the first one. This has not been a good night for free throw shooting for either team. And Sanaya gets the second one.
That's the first point Sanaya's scored tonight, Don.
And she is a scorer. Oh, man, what a shot there by Robinson. Chloe Bowles comes down with it.
Bowles is playing a good game tonight.
And thrown out of bounds. Mike McCombs over there about to have a heart attack after that pass. That's just giving a possession away. Ishmael saved that. Robinson takes a long three.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like after she got that third foul, Robinson said, I got to make my points before he takes me out.
Yeah,
and she doesn't have to do that.
She's playing a little out of control tonight so far, but she's a whale of a player, and she's going to be a great player for Culpeper going forward. That's the one right there, Donnie. That's the lady that's got to step up the second half.
And Maylee Regan cannot guard her one-on-one. Long shot from outside will not go by Hutcherson. Tapped around, bodies on the floor, and a foul is going to be called.
I think Coach McCombs and I see eye to eye tonight. And I think he's told Angie Mayanku that she's going to have to put up some shots and take control of the second half for Eastern View. It looks like to me she's doing that.
Washington comes down. 34-32, 2-point lead. McCombs over there gesturing, move it, move it, move it. Washington kicks it out, Bowles. Missed the shot. Out of bounds, touch last by, well, let's see. Maybe Reagan touched it last. Somebody from Culpeper, because the ball's going to turn over or stay with Eastern View. Ayanku. Outside Hackley. Sly Brown. Hackley for three, no. Rebound comes down to Culpeper, and a foul is going to be called on Chloe Bowles.
See, Ayanku didn't touch the ball that time, so they were feeling pressure as far as scoring the basketball. So well, you got to get it to her.
I think if Corey Hutchison, he's going to tell his players, try to keep the ball away from her.
Got to set her some screens. Get her open. Just like with Culpeper with Amos. Got to get him open.
Reagan, and foul is on Bowles again. And suddenly, Eastern View's kind of getting into some foul trouble here. That is her fourth. So the height is gone for the time being for Eastern View. Bailey Reagan cannot get the roll. Culpeper's been terrible from the free throw line tonight. Avery Sloan in for the Devilettes. Reagan hits the second one. 3-point lead for Culpeper, 35-32. Hackley Sloan on her outside. Down low to Hayanku. Double team. Puts it up. No good. Rebound comes down. Fairfax driving all the way. Dumps it off. Reagan for two.
Good pass.
Very nice pass. Because I thought maybe she was going to go into a charging foul there. Hackley can't get it to go. Hayanku kicks it out. Or rather, Brown kicked it out to Hayanku, who traveled. 37-32. Culpeper still on top by 5. Devilettes have led since midway through the second period. And off the glass, Bailey Reagan.
Yeah, they really miss Bowles in there, Donnie.
Hackley just threw it up there, drew the foul. I tell you one thing, Gary Deal, I think both these teams are going to go far in the region and the state.
I agree with you.
These are two good basketball teams, and while we're discussing that, we will stop and pause for 30 seconds on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
We got us a ball game, Mr. Deal. 39-32, Culpeper leading Eastern View. And this has been one exciting basketball from the game, from the opening tip-off, and we hope down to the wire.
Yeah, these girls are playing some dynamic basketball tonight, Donnie, and I'm enjoying watching it. And they're playing with heart and with passion, and they're leaving everything out on the court.
All right, just about set to go now. 3 minutes and 4 seconds left, third period. Culpeper's biggest lead tonight has been 8, and Eastern View has led by as many as 4. Lila Hackley was coming to the line now. And don't forget, after this one, about 20 minutes after this one, we're going to have Eastern View boys and Culpeper boys. So we got a doubleheader for you tonight, and that is going to be a good game too. Hackley off the front iron. Either team has shot free throws well tonight. Hackley got this one. 39-33, 6-point lead. Maya Robinson still in there, playing with 3 fouls. And she threw it away that time. Hackley trying to go all the way, and she does and scores, and she is fouled.
Good drive by Layla Hackley on that. Took it right to the hoop and in a position for an and one.
39-35. Hackley can cut the lead to 3. Off front iron and dribbled in. 39-36. Backcourt pressure now. Just a little bit by Tinsley. Reagan throws it away. Little too much zip on that ball, and Avery Sloan couldn't hang on. Hutcherson picks up Tinsley. Hayanku going for the basket. Got it.
That's all day, Donnie. You just got to get the ball in her hands.
She is faster than Bailey Reagan. They're going to have to get somebody else on Hayanku.
She's just fundamentally sound, and that's why you got to get the ball to her down the court.
And we've got a timeout with 2:13 to go. And while we've got that timeout, we'll remind you of our sponsors, K&M Lawn and Garden and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair trade value, along with free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. And Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. 39-38, a 1-point lead for Culpeper. And a steal. Tinsley sneaked in behind Fairfax, and now they steal it at the other end, and now they steal it back. This is a wild game here. Hackley wanted to take it, didn't. Underneath. Brown couldn't get it to go. A little out of control there. Bailey Reagan. She brings a lot. Those twin towers down there, her and Autumn Fairfax, they are hard to stop.
Yep.
41-38, 3-point lead, Culpeper. Tinsley, and she is bumped by Hutcherson.
See, when you have a team, though, Donnie, you want certain players to rebound and do stickbacks when they, on the offensive end. Other players you want to shoot 75% of the game. So that's why you got to get the ball to Angie Hianku right now if you're Eastern View in order to stay in this game.
Either that or you got to set some screens out for Sanaya Brown and somebody else that can shoot. Hianku finally gets it in. KK Brown outside. Tinsley. Hianku gets open and puts it off the glass. 41-40. 1-point lead, Culpeper. Amaya Robinson, Tinsley on her, and Tinsley is called for the foul. 14 foul on Eastern View, 16 foul on Culpeper, and Culpeper will be shooting, or rather Eastern View will be shooting on the next Culpeper foul. Robinson has it stolen by Hackley. Hackley fires, no. Rebound, Hianku brings it out. Underneath, KK Brown can't find a shot. Hianku, three. Angie Hianku.
What am I telling you, Donnie? What am I saying? Right?
You got it. 43-41.
The girl can play. I've been saying it the whole time that she's the one that's got to step up.
Blocked. Hianku. 12 seconds. Third quarter. Tinsley driving. Puts it up. Got it. And the third quarter comes to an end with the score, or is it over? Hang on a second. Is there a foul? Let's check this out here. Official going over and saying something to Mike McCombs. And apparently that's the end of the third quarter with the score. Eastern View 45, Culpeper 41. We'll be back in 1 minute.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Pound & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.
What a reversal in rows. The Culpeper had an 8-point lead, and the beginning of the quarter at the end, it's a 45-41 Eastern View lead. And now we can play the last 8 minutes. Robinson gets around. Hayanku does. Loose ball underneath. Eastern View comes down with it, and now stolen. And a foul. Autumn Fairfax came up with that ball somehow, took it to the basket. Fairfax had a hard time with free throws the first half. These are crucial now. And she got that one.
She's too good a shooter to keep missing foul shots, Donnie. I expect her to make these shots.
And she gets them both. 45-43, 2-point lead Eastern View. Hayanku. For three.
See, hey, Hayanku can play. I'm telling you, she can play.
48-43. 5-point lead now for Eastern View. Robinson couldn't get it to fall. Hackley. And she is bumped. I think Ishmael is going to be called. Nope, it's going to be called on Autumn Fairfax. Nope, it's going to be called on. Yep, it is. I thought it was, they changed it to Ishmael, but apparently they didn't. Second foul on Fairfax. Layla Hackley at the line. Got it. 49-43.
Layla's having a good second half.
Got them both. 50-43, 7-point lead, biggest lead of the night for Eastern View. Culpeper's led by 8. Hutcherson missed it and snatched away and then retaken underneath. Autumn Fairfax for 2. Nice pass under there by Hutcherson. 50-45. Tinsley, no. Tinsley got it back, puts it up, missed it again. And Hackley travels. Five-point lead, Eastern View, 50-45, last quarter of an exciting ball game. Hutcherson can't get the 3. They all get big down. This is the time, I think, for Culpeper where they really need to go down low to their 2 big girls down there, Fairfax and Bailey Reagan. Instead, they're panicking and shooting a lot of outside shots.
Well, and we go back to who you want shooting the ball most of the time, Donnie. It's Fairfax and Robinson for Culpeper. So it's the same thing.
Or Reagan down low because Eastern View is not having a height. Up and in by Washington. Destiny Washington. 52-45, 7-point lead.
Let's see if Robinson can get a shot or Fairfax here.
Fairfax goes down the lane, puts it up, it won't go. Reagan had it. Forced it up and in. Maylee Reagan
Very nice move there.
Back to a 5-point lead, 52-47. Tinsley, Hutcherson on her. And I don't like this. I think this is a mismatch here.
Well,
Hayanku can go right to the basket. Bailey Reagan cannot guard her.
And you got to make her go left, Donnie. You cannot give her that right lane going in. You got to make her go left. And it's hard to teach that defense because players don't concentrate on that. But good defensive player is going to make her go left, and it's going to shut her down more.
5:06 to go in the ball game. Big possession here for Eastern View.
See, she should have shot that.
Yep, she was wide open. Washington had it, couldn't get it. Maya Robinson.
Maya wants to shoot this, I can tell.
But that's not the shot you need to take now.
I could tell, though. She wanted to shoot a good pass.
Tinsley, off the glass, no good. Hayanku, and 2. No, that was not Hayanku, excuse me.
Brown.
Zaria Brown. And we got a timeout on the floor. And with timeout on the floor, we will pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
We have 4 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in what has been one of the most exciting ball games we've seen in a while. Eastern View leading Culpeper, and after Culpeper had an 8-point lead in the third quarter, Eastern View has come back in the fourth quarter and now up by 9.
Yeah, I think Culpeper is, they may want to set some screens. They haven't been setting screens for Amaya to get her open to shoot the basketball. And a lot of the players, other players that maybe you don't want to shoot as much, are shooting the ball for Culpeper versus Fairfax and Robinson. So you got to work to set picks and set screens to get your best shooters open in order to get them involved in the offense.
Soraya Brown with the first one. 57-47, 10-point lead. Fairfax for 2.
So that's the first time Fairfax has really touched the ball on the offensive end in a while.
Hackley, go. And thrown away, but it will still stay with Culpeper. Mind you of our timeout sponsor, UVA Community Credit Union, strengthening the financial health of our members and of the Culpeper community. UVAcreditunion.org. Got to get that ball in there. They've got a steal there. Sanaya Brown got it. She's not been open tonight for many shots, but she made that one.
See right there, we talk about Amos getting a pick up top to where you can set a screen for him to roll around the screen, either shoot the ball or get the pass in to whoever was setting the screen. You could do that for Amaya Robinson every time down the court. Just set that screen, get her open for that three-point shot, and she'd bury a lot of them, but haven't seen that tonight.
Well, we need Culpeper needs to get that happening. Get the ball down low to the two big girls and get some easy buckets down there. They've got Zariah Brown that's guarding Fairfax. And Brown just goes by Fairfax right to the basket. Not much defense there. 61-51, back to a 10-point lead. Reagan, no good. Knocked out of bounds by Eastern View. Clock ticking down to 3:14. Ishmael will throw it in. Looking for help. Underneath, Reagan missed it. Fairfax, and she is fouled. You know what's coming into play right now is those free throws that were missed in that first half by Culpeper.
Yep.
They missed about 6 or 7 there, and they will. I had a notion that might come in, play a big part in this ball game before it was over.
And now Autumn looks like she can't miss a foul shot.
And we got another timeout. And with timeout on the floor, we will pause for 30 seconds.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found in Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, 825-8371.
Well, the Culpeper Devilettes have some work to do. They trail 61-52 with 3:08 to go in this ball game. Eastern View's unblemished record on the line. Oh, follow up by Ishmael, no good. And tapped out of bounds, and a foul is called down low. And now, Bailey Reagan will go to the line. Free throws are killing the Devilettes tonight. Reagan puts the first one in. 61-53, Eastern View. That's 61-54. Ayanku, Bailey Reagan on her. Washington walked. You know, we can't do a Devilette game without mentioning Kate Carter. Kate Carter with 2 state championship teams back in the 70s. We don't want her legacy to be lost. She made Culpeper a basketball school.
Yep, she had some good teams back then, Donnie, and exciting teams, and good person.
She's a good friend. And a steal. They try to work that ball in, and they're just not getting it in to Fairfax.
Yeah, Eastern View needs to run some time here.
And a steal. Hutcherson on the drive, and they just let her go, and she gets it. 61-56, now down to a 5-point lead for Eastern View with 2:20 to go. And a whistle.
It's 4 on Amaya.
But she's played a long time with 3.
Yes, she has.
So 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. She needs to hang in there. Tinsley missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Fairfax. And she wants to take it all the way, and she does, but missed it. Reagan, the follow, and missed it.
Wow.
They got the shots that time they wanted and could not finish.
That was a big miss there, Donnie.
They were big misses. That would have brought them down to within 2. And Eastern View.
Yeah, I'd put the ball in Haryanku's hand right now. She's not trying to get the ball.
And a steal.
Yeah,
that's a tie-up. Nice play there by Fairfax.
That's where, you really got to get the ball in her hands and let her go to work, or at least touch the ball.
Arrow pointing in Eastern View's direction. Hayanku will throw it in.
She's got to go to the ball and get the ball here. I'm not sure what she's doing.
Washington gets by her defender, puts it up, no good. Rebound comes down. Robinson for Culpeper. Robinson is fouled. Tremendous crowd here tonight. Another game to follow. If you're a couple of miles away, get on down here. We'll slip you in here somewhere. We'll get some WD-40 and squeeze you in.
Big foul shots right here.
Robinson got it, 61-57. Minute 31.
Watch the rebound here from Fairfax if she misses off the back.
And it's a three-point Eastern View lead with 1:30 to go.
See, I want the ball in Hayanku's hand. Here we go. That's what I'm surprised didn't happen last possession.
And Reagan cannot, she lets her get by. She's just not quite as quick as Hayanku.
You got to go back to her. You got to keep looking for her. You got to keep looking for her.
Well, there she is. They get it in. Washington pulls it back out. Down to a minute. Washington on the drive. Cannot get it to go. Fairfax comes down with the ball. And a tie-up, and the ball will stay with Culpeper. But we got a timeout. Mike McCombs wants a timeout, and we're going to keep it here. And somewhere around here we have a really strange-looking guy. We got Rodney Stewart with his Dallas Cowboys shirt. He has been going around here tonight shoving it in my face. Those Cowboys, are they the same team that played Washington last week?
They didn't look like it yesterday, but is Rodney one of those low self-esteem individuals that roots for the Cowboys?
I tell you, he is Cowboy fan number one. He is, oh my goodness. And
I hated seeing that yesterday, Donnie, because we knew that was going to happen, and I'd rather see them just bow on out and go on and, worry about next year.
All right. Speaking of bowing out, one of these teams is going to bow out here in a few minutes. 50 seconds to go, 61-58. Eastern View leading by 3. And all those missed free throws in that first half are really showing up big now for Culpeper.
So what Eastern View's got to do now is get the ball in Hayanku's hands. If it comes out of her hands, then get it back to her. You got to keep looking for her. When you got a player like that that's in control, can handle the ball like she can take it to the basket, you got to keep getting it to her. Go back to her now.
Washington.
Just like Phil Ford in the old days, Donnie, you got to go to your best player, and that's what they're doing.
Hayanku. And a foul is going to be called.
See, that's McCombs, okay? That's a good coach right there because that's what he went over in the timeout.
McCombs has proven his worth over the years. Hayanku at the line, and she's a good free throw shooter with 30 seconds left. Big free throws now, and she canned it.
That's what you got to do, Donnie. You got to get the ball in your best player's hands. Got 26 points right now.
Angie Hayanku, second shot, 4-point lead, Eastern View. Missed it. Fairfax. Hutcherson. Fairfax. Down low, tried to get it to Reagan, could not do it. Eastern View has been blocking that inside and keeping the ball away from the two big girls in the second half, and that's been the difference.
See, in retrospect, Autumn Fairfax is the best player or one of the best players on the Culpeper team. She's got to take it upon herself there to score, whether it's dishing and establishing position under the basket to score. She has to take responsibility to do that. She didn't do that time.
Washington hits the first of a double bonus. 5-point lead now for Eastern View.
But Autumn will learn that. She is a really good player, and I love the way she plays, and she's going to be a heck of a player
1 out of 2.
going forward.
Hutcherson cans a 3
Wow.
with 10 seconds left, 63-61. And a foul is called.
That's a good foul.
And Destiny Washington will go to the line. 6 seconds left. Eastern View up by 2. Man, have we seen a ball game here. And Eastern View is up by 3. She makes this. It's a 2-possession game.
If she makes this, it's over. She's had a good game tonight.
And we've got a
Destiny
timeout on the
Washington.
floor. And while we got a timeout here, we're going to hit out of here really quick after this game is over. Who scores what for both teams tonight? I know we
Well,
got 26 for Yanku.
Angie Yanku, yes, has 26. Destiny, who just made that foul shot, has 15. And for Culpeper, Autumn Fairfax, I have her with 19, and Amaya Robinson with 12.
And both of them are averaging over 20 points. So Eastern View has done a good job defensively in keeping those two down. But the thing in the second half especially, Culpeper was going down to Fairfax, and Maylee Reagan early in this ball game just one shot after another. But they have clogged that up in the second half, and Culpeper has not been able to get the ball down low to those two tall girls.
And Maylee had 16 points, Donnie. Failed to mention her, and she's played a heck of a game underneath the basket tonight with a lot of stickbacks and under the basket shots.
All right, here's the ball game right here. If she makes this, it's a 2-possession game. And she did. 6 seconds. Robinson throws it up. Game is over. 65-61. Eastern View wins a thriller. Oh my goodness. The people got their money's worth tonight, Gary Deal.
Yes, they did, Donnie. That was fun to watch. It really was.
All right, we will be back in about 20 minutes with the Eastern View Culpeper boys game. Until then, we will remind you once again the final score of tonight's first game, Eastern View 65, Culpeper 61. You're watching Culpeper and Eastern View High School basketball on the Culpeper Media Network.
This broadcast is brought to you by the following community sponsors.
Able Heating and Air, answering any and all questions you may have about your HVAC system. There's peace of mind knowing they are able to keep your home comfortable. Able Heating and Air, 718-7556. Found & Sons, more than a respected funeral home, they support youth at all levels so they can become tomorrow's leaders. Found & Sons, 825-3530. Battlefield Automotive, willing to take your trade and offer up to 125% of Kelly Blue Book Fair Trade value, along with a free trade appraisal. Battlefield Automotive, 547-3673. K&M Lawn, Garden, and Arborist Supplies, now located directly across Highway 29 from Eastern View High School. K&M, from grass to trees, they aim to please. 825-8371.